was a single parent with 3 boys and 1 girl.
So that is when you decided to get into church and live for God?
No, it was this lady. Her name is Karima. I don't remember her last name. I wish I could remember her last name so I could find her. Her name is Karima. There were some people lived downstairs from me. My daughter used to hang out with them. And for some reason, that lady used to come down there and tutor the lady kids. And every day, Jessica come up to me. This was in the summertime. Jessica come and said, "Daddy, I got homework." I said, "Where you get homework?" The lady give me homework from downstairs. So next day, I went down there to meet this lady, and I was like, "Whoa." So I like what I see when I went down there.
Okay.
And this was on a Thursday. This was on a Thursday.
So the Sunday you decided to go to church with her?
Nope. We exchanged phone number. That was crazy. We exchanged phone number.
Yeah.
And Thursday night at the club, it was strip night at the reggae club. And Thursday night, the girls them walk around the club half naked.
Wow.
So she asked me, am I doing anything tonight? And I told her no. But I had planned to go to the club, but that was my game. And she left. And then she called me within about 15 minutes. She called me. She said, "What are you doing tonight?" She said, "You want to go out tonight?" I was like, "Yeah." Right up my alley. But exactly what I want, because I have my plan.
So you have your plan.
Oh yeah, I had a plan.
So may I ask, what was that plan?
That plan was to do what I normally do. We used to go get something to eat, go to the movie, go to the motel, and drop her off at home. Back then it was 4F. I ain't gonna tell you the 4F.
Okay, so I guess you were trying to score that night, huh?
Oh, I was trying. That was my plan.
But did it happen?
No.
Good girl.
You want to know what happened?
Yeah? What happened?
She took me to church.
Oh, good.
And she took me to church. When she called me, and I went home and I take my shower, I put on my Carcanine boots, my Carcanine pants, my Carcanine t-shirt, my Carcanine jacket, my Carcanine long sleeve shirt, and my Carcanine jacket, my Carcanine hat. And she came by, picked me up. We got on Manchester and La Brea, and she made a left turn. In my head now, there's no motel or hotel down here. And she got a paper on her purse, and she's looking at the address. She's looking at the paper, looking at the building. And I'm like, only thing down here is a Taco Bell and a church.
Okay.
I said to her, if you're looking for the church, it's further up. And she said, "Yeah, I am." In my head, I'm like, oh man, what is this I got? Her girl took me to church. So she brought me inside the church, and she introduced me to a friend by the name of Twyla. I wish Twyla could come in here right now.
She'll be in there pretty soon.
And she introduced me to Twyla, and she said, and then she brought me over to 2 other ladies. I don't remember their name. And she asked those 2 ladies to let me stay with them, because she's in the choir, so she went and she sing.
That was nice.
And after they sing, then her pastor was Bishop Noel Jones. So it's first time I'm hearing Bishop Jones now. And Bishop came up, and Bishop asked for offering. It was offering time, and Bishop said, "Hey, that preacher asked for $100 line, that preacher asked for $200 line, that preacher asked for $150 line. I'm going to ask that for $1. So everybody give me $1. If you ain't got $1, elbow your neighbor and ask your neighbor for $1. So them 2 ladies elbowed me and asked me for $1. Went in my pocket, give them $1 each. They looked at me and looked at my money, looked at me and looked at my money.
I guess they were wondering where you get that from.
They want me to give them more than $1. So I gave them $1. The man said, "Give $1."
So did you enjoy the service?
Oh, the service was good, but now in the service, Bishop Jones started talking about me.
Oh, you know he was talking about you.
Because I'm hearing him.
So I guess everything that he was preaching about.
It was about me.
was
So
about you.
I got mad at the young lady, like why she went and told that man my business. But in my head, it didn't click that I just met the girl that day,
Yeah.
so she know nothing about me. And that's how I find out how God's work.
Yeah, God
But I
knows
didn't find out at that moment how
ways.
God work. I got mad at the girl, but I still want what I wanted from her. My plan was to get what I want from her, but that wasn't God's plan. So,
Sure wasn't.
so the church over about something to 12. She dropped me off at my house, and that was a Thursday. She called me this Saturday, and she said, "Would you like to go to church with me tomorrow?" I'm like, "Sure," because my mind is still where I want to go. I said, "Sure." She came by, picked me up Sunday morning, but I didn't have church clothes at the time. I had street clothes, you know.
So when time
I had
some
hustler
suits.
clothes. All my clothes was hustling clothes. So I had to put on what I got. And I went to church with her Sunday. And we went out. She took me to her mom's house. Her mom cooked and we ate there and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. My mom said, "How you guys met?" So I told her mom. Her mom said, "You need to write a book about that." And that was the Sunday, so it took me back home. Still didn't get what I wanted. This year comes the Tuesday. She called me the Tuesday night and said, "Would you like to go to Bible study with me 12 o'clock Sunday?" I don't have a job, so I'm like, "Sure." I was a hustler.
Yeah.
She picked me up 11 something, took me to church, Bishop Jones again. So this time now, she introduced me to Bishop. And she said, "Bishop, he's Jamaican." And then Bishop started talking Jamaican. I'm like, "Whoa, you Jamaican?" He said, "Yeah." Took me a couple months to find out who he was. That was Grace Jones' brother. So they was Jamaican. And she came back the following Sunday, picked me up for church. And she picked me up for church for about a good 2 months.
So you guys went to church for 2 months together.
Every Wednesday and Sunday.
And did you
And
get what you wanted?
anywhere the Bishop preached, I was there with her.
Okay.
Still didn't get what I
You
wanted.
still didn't get what you wanted. Okay.
Nope.
So continue. What else happened?
Still didn't get what I wanted. So I start, you know what? I gotta leave that street alone. So I started hanging out at the church. But guess who I was hanging out with? The guys them who clean the church. I get to meet the guy them who clean the church, so I start hanging out with them. Next thing I know, I got a job at the church.
Which is a good thing.
The church, they gave me a job to clean the church. The name of it was Greater Bethany. And 84th and Hoover. And I got a job there.
So what have become of that? What have become of the girls? Did you
That
guys
you-
continue seeing each other?
No. Oh, I become a whore in the church.
Lord of mercy.
The bishop came up to me one day and said, "Brian, I need you to stop joking off all the women in the church." I ain't gonna tell you what I said.
Okay.
I ain't gonna tell
you
y'all what I said. I'll tell her, but I won't tell y'all what I said. But anyway,
He cannot put that out there.
hmm?
No, you hear me? You cannot put that one there.
No, I won't say what I said. Oh,
Okay.
I'm drinking my ginger tea,
Ginger
ginger and
tea.
lemon. So I end up with a daughter in that church. A young lady met me and she keep following me. So she started following me to church. I end up with a baby in that church. A lot of people didn't know that though. And her name is Imani.
So, what happened? Did you stay at Greater Bethany?
Oh, I stayed at Greater Bethany for about 7 years till I got married.
Okay.
Married and stayed there for about 2 more years, and that was it.
Okay. Then where did you move to after that?
Oh, I
What
moved.
church did you went to after Greater Bethany?
Oh, I went to a church in Yerma Linda calls. What's the name of that? Friendship Baptist.
Friendship Baptist. Okay.
Yeah. Went there for a few years. Things didn't work out.
So did you see the girl after?
No, I haven't seen that girl. She got married.
Wow.
She
You
got
haven't
married
seen
to
her
this
since?
dude, and I went to the dude and I said, "Hey, man." They came to me and told me they was moving to Arizona, and I asked him. I said, "She meant a lot to me. Can you protect her? Can you take care of her for me?" And he said, "Yeah." So they moved to Arizona. About 4 or 5 years later, I seen her. I was in Inglewood at the swap meet, and I seen her, and she was here to bury her mom.
Oh wow.
We exchanged phone number. I talked to her twice. And, you know, back in those days, you know, when you lose your phone or phone, what happened to your phone? If you don't have them number written down, you don't get it back.
Lose everything.
So you lost everything. You changed number, other people changed number.
Right.
So I lost contact with her. I don't remember her last name, but her first name is Karima. I would love to see her.
Okay, so
And
so now you're fully into church now,
oh
right?
yeah, oh yeah.
That sounds good.
Mm.
So how did you end up in California, Sinclair?
I left Jamaica 1977, September the 8th, and Thursday at 4 o'clock. The plane landed at LAX. That's how I ended up in California.
Okay. How do you end up in Oakland,
Oh,
California?
oh,
All the way
Oakland, California.
From LA to Oakland,
Oh.
California.
Oh no, that story now it's another story. When, this one I just want to talk about church.
Okay.
How I end up in church.
Okay.
Next week we talk about how I end up in Oakland.
In Oakland. Okay, well, continue the discussion about serving the Lord. So, do you enjoy service? Do you enjoy
The church?
serving the,
Oh man, I love that church so much. I joined the usher board while I was there. Found out I love to usher.
Right.
I love it.
And that's what we both
I
have in
enjoy-
common.
I enjoy
That's
being
one
an
of the
usher.
things we have in common. We both
And
love to
I
usher.
enjoy when I was at Noel Jones Church, man. If I could have bottled him up and take him to when I was leaving that church, I would. Bishop Noel Jones. But that young lady, I wish I could find her.
Maybe one day you.
So I could tell her
one
thank
day
you.
run into her. Yup.
I wish I could find her so I could tell her thank you.
So that is how Brian Sinclair got into church.
Yep.
That's it.
It was 1996.
Up to this present day.
I'm still in church.
2000, He is still in church,
20.
serving God, and enjoying it, right? Yeah.
Oh, I met my wife at that church too. My ex-wife.
At Friendship,
No, Greater Bethany.
Greater Bethany.
You know you're not in the video? You know you're not in the video?
Yes, I'm on.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. 1977, I came to America.
That's nice.
1996, I joined the church.
And you were 16 years old
When I
huh?
came
16,
here.
right? When you came to America.
That's another story too.
Yeah, I'll do mine too how I came to, but that's
I'll do another
time.
story on that one.
I'll do how
When that
how I end up in California. I'm gonna do that one of these Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna do how I end up in California. It's gonna be
So-
you know, good.
Is Twyla in here? Let me say Twyla is on here.
You done the video?
Nah, the video's still going. First one I see is Twyla is on here. Oh, Twyla is not in here. I should call her. So Twyla was the lady. And me and Twyla have been friends ever since '96.
That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time to be.
From the day that lady introduced me to Twyla, me and Twyla still friends. Oh, I sent her a notification. She haven't came on. And Twyla could tell you about me. How I was in church, a good part of me.
Okay.
Yeah, Twyla, the other day, me and her was talking about it. And she said, Sinclair, you know, I knew you was a good man. And I said back then, any woman end up with you, gonna end up with a good man.
That's right.
That's what she said. She said, because I noticed the way you was, you know, back in the days. Like one day, the church had something, and they rent out a hotel downtown LA. And I was one of I was the sound man. So my date was Bam Crawford daughter, preacher Bam Crawford. Her daughter was my date. So we went out, and you know, the church, they only see me at work or at church. They never see me out on a date or around other people like that. So Bishop got up on the mic. He said, Brian, never see that part of you, man. And I said, what you talking about? Then everybody said, yeah, Brian, we ain't never see that part of you. And it's not that any woman get a good man. I had a woman who get me and didn't see that. I had a woman who get me and didn't see that while I was in church.
While I was in church.
Mm-hmm. Because that's not what they was looking for.
Right. That's true.
They was looking for something totally different. And that wasn't what they was looking for.
They weren't looking
It's not
for
that they...
worldly type
No,
of
it's not even that. It's not even that. They didn't know how to handle it.
You think that was it?
I had a woman told me in church that she didn't deserve me. She feel like kill herself.
Wow.
A woman told me that. So that was too nice to her.
Yeah, you're a nice person.
Yeah, I know I'm nice. And you know, I met a young lady in church. She died now. That was one of the prettiest women I ever met. And I had to break. You know, we started dating while I was at church. We started dating, but I had to break it off with her. I had to break it off with her because she was very beautiful, and she was taking me away from God. I was spending all my time with her, so I had to tell her, no, it's not gonna work.
Beauty is only skin deep.
I prefer know Jesus more than, you know, because I could fail her, and I said that's the way I want to feel Jesus. She died a few years later from cancer. But yes, two people I would love to see. My daughter Imani, that go to grade. Right now she at City of Refuge. And Karima, I don't know where Karima moved to or where she lived. And I remember she went to...
Who let the mama?
The young lady who brought me to church. I remember she moved to Arizona about 2001, 2000. No, about 2000, 2001. No, yeah, about there. She went to Arizona, and I haven't seen her since. Well, since her mom's funeral, I seen her that one time. So me and Twyla, we've been trying to find her. Her last name, I think is, if I'm not mistaken, is some form of she got a Muslim last name, I think. I don't remember it. And yes, folks, we are sitting in my closet.
As you all can see.
As y'all can see the shoes behind me.
In Sinclair closet.
You notice the boxes, them down there, they're white, you can't see them
Don't worry.
above my head.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh.
So yes, anybody have any question? If you have question, I will answer it. Look if you see any question in there.
Just wave.
See, you have to move them so you can see it.
Watching. Everybody watching. And I'm cool too. Everybody just watching right now.
Okay.
Who is on mine?
Aisha is on too.
Who she is? Let us see who is on mine.
Brian Henry.
Anybody watching my live video? Oops, how we gone off? How we do that?
It won't come back. No, hold it back. Yeah. So if you all have a question, I could answer.
Only 2 people watching for me.
Well, you never send out notification there, so you expect. Don't me ask you to do it and you didn't do it? No, baby.
We finished now? Oh, you're done?
No, I'm waiting for a couple questions. Everybody have question. Anybody have a question, I will answer it.
Yeah, post me. If I cut mine in our color. Okay.
So yes, so that is where I'm at. So now I'm at the church in Vallejo.
So
Matter of
share
fact,
it.
what time is it right now? They should be on right now. They should be on right now. And last week I talked how I met Queen Nadia.
Yes, we did.
And then that was last week. So next week coming I will talk about how I got into how I end up in Oakland. Next week. Matter of fact, maybe if you don't work one day this week.
Okay, we'll do that.
Because of Corona, we're not working. We do a lot of home, staying home. So, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. If you like it, let me know. If I need to delete it, let me know. I have a friend in the Bay Area here. She might go on there and say something dumb. And if you ask her to go on there and say something dumb, say something to her. Because she ain't got nothing positive to say when it comes to me. She really not my friend. She's just associate. I mean, I don't have to say that. I don't care.
Sometimes you really have to watch it come out of your
Baby, don't tell me I need to watch what come out of my mouth. It's my mouth.
I know that was I forgot to.
Yeah. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, somebody said something shit. Baby, why didn't you tell me I have on this shirt?
Which shirt?
I thought I have on a shirt.
Oh no. Well, delete it and do it over.
Delete what? You crazy?
notice you got on that name.
Last name's hard to find her.
Messed up,
Her
baby.
name's
Messed up.
Karima. No, I know mess up, baby.
I just see me get up and get change off my clothes, because maybe me I end up the same thing
For
too.
some reason, that lady used to come down there and tutor the lady kids. And every day, Jessica come up to me. This was in the summertime. Jessica come and said, "Daddy, I got homework." I said, "Where you get homework?" The lady give me homework from downstairs. So next day, I went down there to meet this lady, and I was like, "Whoa." So I like what I see when I went down there. And this was on a Thursday. This was on a Thursday.
Sunday decided to go to church with her.
No. We exchanged phone number.
Phone number right here, so
That was crazy. We exchanged phone number. And Thursday night at the club was
Oh, a lot of people comment. I didn't see that.
at the reggae club. And Thursday night the girls didn't walk around the club half naked. So she asked me, am I doing anything tonight? And I told her no. But I had planned to go to the club, but that was my game. And she left. And then she called me within about 15 minutes. She called me. She said, "What are you doing tonight?" "So you want to go out tonight?" I was like, "Yeah." Right up my alley. Exactly what I want.
Can I tell somebody that the gospel is not just for
Oh yeah, I had a plan.
So, may I ask what was that plan?
That plan was to do what I wanted to do. So
Please help me.
I did a motel and drop her off at home. And back then it was 4F. I ain't gonna
How
tell
are
you
you?
4F.
So I guess you were
I got home one night.
that night, huh?
Oh, I was trying. That was my plan.
But did it happen?
No.
Good girl.
You want to know what happened?
Yeah? What happened?
She took me to church.
Oh.
She took me to church. When she called me, and I went home and I take my shower. I put on my coconut.
Oh Lord, Anita, Nita.
pants, my coconut t-shirt, my coconut jacket.
May I help you? Hi, I'd like to make a withdrawal.
That's Shanita, baby.
How she looks?
The coconut hat.
Excuse me, how much?
And she
$1,025.
came
I
out
said
to
$1.25. $1.25. That's it.
La Brea, and she made a left
How may I
turn
help
in
you?
my head. Now
Hi, I'd like
there's
to
no
make a
motel
withdrawal.
or hotel down
How
here.
much?
And she got a paper on her purse and she's looking at the
Excuse
address.
me, how much?
She's looking at the paper, looking at the building. I'm like,
$1,025. I said $1.25. $1.25. That's it.
I said to her,
How may I
"You're
help you?
looking for the church
Hi,
is
I'd like to
further
make a
up."
withdrawal.
And she said, "Yeah,
How
I am."
much?
In my head, I'm like, "Oh man,
Excuse
what
me,
is
how
this I
much?
got?" My girl took me to
$1,025.
church.
I said $1.25.
She brought me inside the church and she introduced me to a friend by the name of Twyla. I wish Twyla could come in here right now. And she introduced me to Twyla and she said, and then she brought me over to two other ladies. I don't remember their name. And she asked those two ladies to let me stay with them because she's in the choir, so she went and she sang. And then after they sing, her pastor was Bishop Noel Jones. So it's the first time I'm hearing Bishop Jones now. And Bishop came up and Bishop asked for offering. It was offering time and Bishop said, "Hey,